Brief update on BTC. I want to take some time to review all of my current positions and where I think BTC is going. I know I've touched on this a lot, like a lot. I've been saying the same stuff for a couple months now. So I'll do my best not to repeat myself. I'm sure that, you guys get the idea. I'm bullish on the month. My most recent position is from this area here. I took it primarily based on what I wanted to see was a back test of this previous high before the break here. And we can see that it actually came down to this previous high before the break on this setup here. We got this move up. I did not take any profit, and I kept my stop loss where it is, below this low. And I actually, on a separate account, longed again here, anticipating price to reach my target within the next couple days. And the reason that I longed here again, and I've touched on this in the Discord, I talked about it a little bit, is oftentimes people think that you get a really good entry, which it looked like we did, and then price revisits that entry, and oftentimes by the time it did that, people move their stops to break even, and they end up getting stopped out here, or maybe the move down intimidates them, and they close for a small profit or even at a loss. And so I saw that here, and because I am bullish and I really do like this area as support, I opened up another long here on a separate account. So I have two longs from this area. They're virtually the exact same. One is at this entry here, 62,919. The other one is like 62,950. Both of my stop losses are below here. In the event that BTC does break down, my next area of support is going to be this level here at about 61.6. There are a handful of confluences here that I will touch on if it becomes relevant. But in the meantime, I'm simply going to look for price to reach my take profit zone for this specific setup. In addition, I'm also long from 60.5. And that looks something like this. This was a really nice entry that I intend on running to around all-time highs, but especially like this 67 to 68 zone, I'll definitely be, looking to take profits somewhere in here, potentially. And then finally, I'm also in this 53K long that I know I have it set at 76, but I actually have no intention of closing this long. I'll actually take profit on this one, my 60.5, and end up closing it around all-time highs. But this one here, I'll likely end up holding as price ascends, and whenever I feel as though price may be topping out, I'll simply hedge this long for a swing and kind of just chill on both positions to see what price offers me. So I said this in my last video, but the average rate of return on October for BTC is 23%. Every time that September is closed green, so does October, November, and December. Every time on an election year, October, November, December close green. On average, October, I shouldn't say on average, the largest pullback with the exception of the first 2 years for October on BTC was 8%. We had a 5.5% move down from the open, which is right here. And the large majority of the time, the bottom on October was put in the very first week, which we saw happen here on October 3rd. So I'm very confident. Speak just like based on statistics. It is likely that this is the low for October, and we can simply look for a price to climb higher. If we are looking for that 23% increase, off the open, we're going to be targeting You know, we're going to be targeting, where is this here? Nope, it'll be down here. You know, we will be targeting around that 76, 78 zone that, you know, I'm looking to close this specific long at. So if that is going to happen, and usually this happens in the third week of October, which means we have 2 weeks, you can imagine that we're going to have to see price really start to move pretty damn quickly towards the upside. So, you know, by the end of the week, we should have a pretty good gauge on whether or not this plan is underway. And especially going into the following week, you know, it wouldn't surprise me to have, let's say, 2 back-to-back 10% candles, you know, one here that puts us at about 68, and then, you know, another one from open, you know, that puts us around that 76 K mark, well, at the very least, above all-time highs. So I'll, you know, I'm going to continue to do some local trading here that I will share with you guys. I really do like this setup that we're currently in. This does look good. I shared this last night. We did get that second retest of the entry here, which I saw as a blessing. I shared it again in the Discord and said, hey guys, I'm opening up another long. If you haven't already gotten that entry, this is a great spot to do it. And we can see here that this rounded out and coming down there is looking really good. So again, on this position here in the next couple days, I will be targeting this level. We'll probably end up closing Monday here with this as Monday's high. We're going to want to see price gain acceptance above this level here to then target this zone of resistance where we have a daily naked point of control, a weekly, as well as the previous week high.